Here we're being asked for the positive solution in this situation. This is a rational equation. Rational equations have polynomial denominators, and usually you solve them by multiplying by those denominators. So in this case, we have this x+3 on the bottom, and think of it this way, the equation would be much easier without x+3 on the bottom. So what you want to do is you want to multiply by those unwanted denominators. So we'll multiply by x+3. It cancels on the left, leaving you with 28. On the right, we're distributing the x, so we'll get x squared plus 3x. Then we say to ourselves, this is a quadratic. A quadratic is an equation with x squared in it. And we remind ourselves of this because we want one side to be equal to 0, preferably with the x squared positive. So if we take away 28 from both sides, we'll end up with 0 equals x squared plus 3x minus 28. Now our quadratic, by the way, quadratics are in the format of generally ax squared plus bx plus c. And we see a b term and we see a c term. So therefore, we know this is BC factoring. And in BC factoring, you need two numbers that are going to add to the b, which is for us 3, and they need to multiply to the c, which for us is negative 28. Now, you want to start by breaking down what they multiplied to. 28 can divide by 1, of course. It can divide by 2. It doesn't divide by 3, but it divides by 4. It's 4 times 7. And so now we're going to look at the signs. If the two numbers we're looking for multiply to a negative, that means they have opposite signs, but they add to a positive, which means that out of those two opposite signs, the positive number is the bigger number. So we got two numbers, opposite signs, the positive one is the bigger, and they need to add to 3. Put that all together, and that would be x plus the 7 and x minus the 4. So we took this and we replaced it with that. Now we have our zero product rule, which says that if these two things are multiplied together and the answer is 0, that could only happen if one of them were 0. So you can just go ahead and set each individual parentheses equal to 0. And when you solve them, you'll get -7 or you'll get +4. And the question is asking us for the positive solution. So 4 is our answer, and -7 we can get rid of.